Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video, guys. Okay, so we did the video yesterday. As you can see, the average duration of the video is kind of low, but still, we got a couple of subscribers, and look what we are. We are in the partnership program. I guess I need to figure out how to set this up, because this is something I never really care about, so I need to figure out how to set it up for different things to start earning stuff. This right here, right? I got to figure all this stuff out as we go. But guys, we don't really care about that. We're here to share on how to make money and how to do your investments and all that good stuff. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice. This is just me sharing my portfolio and my ideas on how I am building generational wealth for me and my family. So guys, you can do the same or you cannot do the same. It's totally up to you, okay? So guys, I know one of the subscribers or one of the people who watched my video yesterday complained about the audio. Guys, I can't do much about the audio. I'm back in my apartment and in this room. I'm in Villavicencio, and in this room does not have AC. And of course, that's why I'm doing this video early this morning. As you can see, if I do the video later during the day, it's hot. I have to have the fan on, keep the window open. Of course, the wind noise from outside. So I hope you guys can hear me today, but if you can, like I said, I'm sorry. I'm doing what I can to provide these content, right? So guys, of course today is the 26th, and guys, this is not financial advice, okay? I'm just sharing my content, as I say earlier. So yesterday we got a few things that came in, right? And we can look at the entire week. It's not much that came in for the entire week, right? Because this portfolio is a new portfolio. We're gonna start having weekly starting from, I guess, next week or this week. We got some weeklies that came in. IWNY, YMAG, YMAX, the weeklies, and then we have it seemed like all of my stuff pays. Well, it seemed like all of my stuff that's supposed to pay for this month. I mean, Misty and SQY, those are the payment for this week, right? And I mean, that should be, I don't know what I'm gonna get next week, but we'll see. We're gonna go through the process and see. Like I said, all this is new to me, and I'm not one of those guys who do a lot of deep dives into YMAX and all that, and into yield max and all that good stuff. I mean, I pay attention to what's going on, but I'm not doing all that deep dive into that. I'm just showing you how to make money, how easy it is to make money in the market, invest in your future, because nobody's gonna do it for you guys. So on this my small little portfolio, right now, this portfolio has about $500 some in there. I added a couple of dollars to this portfolio to grow the portfolio, and the holdings in here is pretty basic, right? It's pretty basic. It's pretty basic, and you can see the amount is balanced in the pie. It's pretty much balanced across the portfolio. Some might be a little bit more than others, but and then everything in here is set to reinvest. So to grow the portfolio, everything in here is set to reinvest. We're not taking no money out of here, okay, guys? And it's 20 positions, all right before your eyes, yeah, guys. And this is our weekly review. So we just go over everything we've done during the week, how much we made and stuff like that for the week. Now this sucker is down a little bit. I put $100 into this portfolio, and let's see, I put $100 into this portfolio, and of course we got a bunch of dividends that come in, because this portfolio, unlike the other one, we have a lot of positions in there. So of course, you can see, I think I showed some of this yesterday. You can see some of the stuff that's spending right now, right? You can see all this stuff that's spending. Let me see, I'll go back. That's the 13th, it's the 25th. So this is 25th. That's deposit from yesterday. And this is a bunch of, payments and stuff that's pending. $5 there, $16 here from Misty, Defiance, $1.89, 39 cents there on YMAG, and then YMAX, $1.62, and then the QDTE 44 cents. What else? We got one more. And then QQQY, we got 91 cents. So, I mean, this portfolio is pretty small. It has about $3,500 in this portfolio. I mean, it's bigger than the other one, than M1 portfolio, but I mean, it's a pretty small portfolio. And guys, you have to make sure when you start investing, set a goal, right? I always set goals for my portfolios, for each one of these portfolios that I have. And the goal that I have for all of these, right, for them to be able to generate equal amount, if not more. Now, this is Yara's college portfolio right here. Pretty much, I'm going to be paying her tuition out of this portfolio. So, I mean, it's growing gradually, and you can see the breakdown, right? Most of this is in the total amount of the portfolio, and then this down here is stocks, right, and options. I don't do options. It's pretty much stocks in here, almost $3,500. So it's a pretty small portfolio, but you can see the crypto portion of it, right? So this is the actual breakdown: 27,000 in crypto, and then 3,000 something in actual stocks. I have a few crypto down here, and I mean, Uniswap and Shiba is the only two that I'm losing money in right now. But overall, I mean, this is doing good. The goal is to have this thing generating a lot of money, but right now we're trying to get to $200 a month before the end of the year. And you can see I have Palantir in here. I have some Tesla in here. We don't have a full share of Tesla yet, but we got 3.5 shares of Palantir. So, and we bought at $37 in here, right? And now Palantir is at $44. So, I mean, it's the little things that we do, right? If you look at all my portfolios, I usually have my growth and things separated, but in this time I decided to add them together because I figure, hey, we're gonna do it the way we want to do it. Now, in the other portfolio over here, let me see. In the other portfolio over here, is it loading? I think it's moving slow. So okay, our buying power went up. So we do have some dividend that came in. Let's look at this transaction real quick and see if we can pull that information. And right now it is showing one. No, that's what I bought. Let me apply. And okay, so this is all the dividends from the 25th. I mean, it's not a lot, right? It's not a lot. Of course, we usually talk about the week, but we can go down to the 21st, all the way back to the 18th, if we want to. I mean, we're getting close to the end of the month anyway, so we got next week, and then that's the end of the month. But I mean, it's a very small portfolio. As you can see, I bought some of these positions, and of course, this is reinvested. But these this little one, not even a full penny, right? These things right here adds up. I know it's funny, I'm laughing, but these things here, they adds up, right? Dividend reinvested. I mean, it's like there, right? Dividend reinvested. Man. Oh my gosh. But at some point, I know those look like insignificant right now, but this gonna help build the portfolio. And I can just look at this and laugh because I know I've been here many times before, getting these little 1 cent, 2 cents, $1.13. And before you know it, I mean, before you know it, the portfolio is skyrocketed, and and making money to where we are now, to looking at a portfolio like this one, to where it's like amazing. Guys, I know I'm rushing to this. It's Saturday, it's early in the morning. I'm trying to do this before the baby gets up. Because once she gets up, then my whole day is messed up. And the sun is coming up, it's getting hot. So I don't want to turn the fan on. I want you guys to be able to hear me. And I don't get like, oh, Edward, man, we couldn't hear you. You sound like you're far away or under the water or something like that. And we looked at this yesterday. Misty paid a dividend of $1,700 here. But of course, you see what I'm buying, what I'm spending money on, and then more dividend that came in during the month. What's that? More dividend that came in on the month. This Alti. It's just, just amazing, and this reinvested. So we are doing good. Like I always say, we're doing good. Guys, remember, like, share the content, like the content. The more you like the content, the more the content is shared. I invest in Defiance, I invest in Ron Hill, I invest in YieldMax. I invest in the three, I've been JEPI, JEPQ, if you guys can see, USIOI. I invest in all these high yield, right? Most of these are all high yield. RA is high yield. All this stuff is high yield. It's just different yield compared to the 100-something% yield that you would get from the YieldMax or the Misty and stuff like that. So guys, you invest in your future. Like I always say, I do these videos as a motivation. Now, none of this stuff is scripted, right? Every day I sit in front of the computer when I open my portfolio, log in my portfolio, just as you guys see me talking, is what I'm looking at and what I'm giving back to you guys. I don't write no script, none of this stuff is scripted. When I log in, I give my 2 cents as I see it. Now, some people may like it, some people may not like it. That's all up to you guys. So let's go to the other portfolio. All right, so yesterday was not too much of a good day. We lost some money in my Roth and in the other portfolio up here. Now, this bigger screen, you guys can see more stuff. But overall, this is the one I really care about because it's the one I can live off now. I can pull money from here, but I can't really live off of it. And we did good yesterday, even though the market was down a little bit. We did good. We did good overall. We were down, but the overall portfolio did decent. We beat the S&P another day. Back at beating the S&P, which is great, right? And we just gonna go right into the activities section. Being at weekly review, the portfolio is back close to its normal status, right? We're just looking at dividend. This is the past 30 days, right? So of course this is the weekly, and these are dividends that's supposed to come in on the 28th. So you're seeing stuff that is scheduled to come in on the 28th already, showing up. So look. So let's go back down here. So this is the dividend from yesterday, right? All the dividend from yesterday, and then the day before that. Oh man, look at how that beautiful that looks, right? And then corny, we got 1,000, another 1,000, another 1,000. I don't know why it's like. I guess it's depend on the day that I bought the positions. I have no idea, but Alti, Coney. This is all dividend received, right? So it's a different time. It's a different amount because I bought a bunch, right? And this is just from the 21st to the 25th. Maybe 18, right? This is a lot. And these are all dividend, right? Dividend reinvested, dividend. All these dividends are reinvested. So all of this, right? And it just shows the increase in the portfolio. Of course, this is sitting and waiting to be reinvested. And so forth and so forth. And now we have these little, I say little, but it's not little. I got $100, $2, $20, 50 cents. A little bit amount, smaller amount. Smaller amount. So the thing about it, if you take out all of the high yield, my portfolio still generates over $30,000 with all of these smaller funds, right? RRY, LD, and you see the difference. I got $6 here, and then I got another $10 here. So we still buying positions every day. And some of these, the prices are different, right? Dividend receive at different times. It's kind of, I'm still trying to understand some of this stuff, right? You got dividend there, and you get another smidgen of a dividend here, I guess, from the reinvestment. I have no idea how they calculate these things sometimes. But that's why I don't have the patience to sit here and go through these all the time and say, guys, oh, this is what I got coming in, this dividend I got coming in. That's why I don't do that. I'm looking this way because the computer is sitting over here. I don't have my regular double screen like I would do when I travel. I got my smaller monitor that will put me in the center of the screen, and I can talk directly into the laptop because I use my laptop. I got cameras, but it's just easier to use the laptop because I can just be done and upload the video right away instead of having to wait to edit and do all that stuff. But it's just easier to do this from my laptop. And I like this tracker. Sometimes I feel like it's up by a lot, and then sometimes like, okay, it's okay. And right now my other tracker is saying my income's going to be 200,000, and then this one's saying it's the right amount. And then the newer tracker that I just got is saying it will be 220, and I'm going to have Fidelity and Charles Schwab in it. I don't even have the other account. So these things drive me crazy. But when it changes, when it updates and changes to different amount, I post that amount so you guys can see. But overall, we surpassed the goal for December already. Now, you guys already said the amount yesterday, so that shouldn't be new. The income wise, the goal was to get to 15 on the average. on the low. So we still like $2, $12 or whatever it is away from getting to that point. So and right now, technically, this year, this is December. We already crossed that. It's showing that they're low, but it's way in September of next year, which I doubt that's going to be that low by September of next year. Now, I am planning on getting rid of a lot of my quarterly dividend, except for SCHD and SCHG. If I have SCHD or SCHG in any of my portfolios, I'm not going to get rid of those. I'm going to keep those. But a lot of the things that I have that pay quarterly, I'm going to remove them eventually, because I'm trying to streamline the portfolio, and every year I would remove. I started out with 1%, and I went up to 2%, and I kept some of the 1%ers that were almost at 2%. And I'm trying to get to where it's like, okay, maybe we should 3% or 4% should be the cutoff. But right now I'm not even looking at that, right? Because certain things I have that I want to keep. So maybe what I can do is create another portfolio and have Fidelity transfer those lower yields that I want to get rid of into that other portfolio. They can do that, right? I can say, hey, I need to move this into this portfolio, and they would move it from one portfolio to the next. And that would keep me from having to sell and then buying over again. And then I would just have those where I would be considered them my lower yield. Because if you look in all my other portfolios, I don't have nothing that is lower than my that pay dividend than my Charles Schwab, SCHD, SCHG. Those are the only things, right? And I want to keep those because those are funds that have a lot of different companies in them. And maybe eventually I might get rid of SCHG, but SCHD is not going nowhere. And when I do, I probably going to sell that and put that money into SCHD. The only reason I bought it because of the forward split, and I got it. And it's a good position, but I got it because of the forward split, and I'm going to hold it for as long as I can, let it grow, and then I'm going to either sell and put that money into the other portfolio. But guys, this is our weekly review where we review the portfolio to see what we've done over the week. And usually I try to cover the income for the portfolio. And, for this month, the month is already almost over. But, look at just for this month, right? We saw that yesterday when I showed you guys the actual amount. This is amazing, right? I have multiple portfolios, so of course you see the income is like amazing. And I'm gonna try to get this guy to $1,000. The goal is to get all these to $1,000, right, a month. That's the goal, to get them all up paying $1,000 a month. It's not gonna happen right away. And you see this right here, this is a quarterly, that's a quarterly. MO is a quarterly, but it pay higher yield, so I'm not gonna get rid of it. But this is a quarterly. QQQX is a quarterly. This one I'm gonna sell eventually, like I was saying, right? So these spaces in the gaps gonna mess up the income as far as the dividend goes. But overall, I think it's okay. I had to go through these and see. This one I've been trying to sell. I'm just waiting for it to go up to get rid of. And then look at that big old gap there where I have all of these quarterlies, right? Yeah. So, and I got all of these I don't pay dividend because they're all quarterly. You see how a lot that is? So, but the monthly stuff, they're coming in every month religiously, right? The monthly, they come every month religiously. But like I said, these are all quarterly too. They're coming quarterly, and they just pay different times. But we're gonna get rid of these guys eventually, and I think that will improve the overall income, because instead of waiting every 3 months to get money, we're gonna get that money coming every month. And then definitely that's gonna push up the portfolio because we have a lot of stuff coming this month, guys. Invest in your future. I say this all the time, invest in your future. The goal of this channel, the reason I created this channel is to give back. To be able to say, hey, even though I invested and I made money to take care of me and my family, but what have I done for my community? For the community, my community, for people that watch the channel. I don't just watch the channel and take away, okay, yeah, he's making money, blah, 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 blah. I want you guys to watch the channel and take from, okay, what he's doing can be done, right? And if you guys want me to make specific videos, I'll make specific videos. But I usually try to do videos, primarily on what I like to do, which is just show my channel, my portfolios, on how good the portfolio is doing, how bad it's doing, regardless, right? But you got to take from the point that I do show you guys how to buy and whatnot, and how to sell if you need to take profits and all that stuff. So between the way I do the videos, I show different things. So if you watch the first 15 minutes of the video and don't watch the rest, you might miss something. And then if you do, then so be it. But this is how I do my channel. This is how I do the videos. This is how this channel was created. This is the reason the channel was created, to show that anybody can do this. Now, you don't have to invest in high yield. I didn't start investing in high yield from the beginning, but later on I got into it and I kept it minimum, right, to where it would just bring in enough income to help grow the portfolio. Now, I invest in high yield and low yield. If you look at the portfolio fidelity, if you look at my fidelity portfolio, I guess the wrong place. I had to go back in here, go to the dashboard, and then go to fidelity. Right, you see all these. Look at the yield. Right, let me see the yield. This one, you see this right here, it's not even showing the right yield. So this is messing up the actual yield. It's showing the yield as 0, even the income at 0. So it's not even calculating that income. But look at what I was saying right here. Caterpillar, 1.46%. We've got all these 1%ers, 2%ers in here that A lot of these are 1 or 2%. They're not paying a lot of percentage. It's very low, and eventually over time it's gonna grow, right? But I mean, it's like I always say, you just gotta do a little by little and get it. Eventually we're gonna get there. All right, so you gotta look at it and say, okay, well he got a lot. See, a lot of these lower percentage, and as we go up, and then we start getting, I mean, what is considered high yield? 5%, 6%, right? Back in the day, Verizon used to be high yield. I pay 6%. I get like $300 a year from Verizon, right? And that's the reason I got a lot of lot of companies that I figure, look, you know what? If I lose one, I'm gonna still be getting paid from another, right? And these guys, they're paying, but I mean, overall, I don't. No, that's not the right one. This one right here. This one is one I'm eventually gonna get rid of. These guys here. But I mean, I'm getting income coming from my portfolios, right? I'm getting income. Of course, we get into the higher yield, 120%, 150%, 130. As you can see, I don't have a lot of these guys, right? I think this starts from here and it goes down. This is it, right? You guys can see that. I mean, I always had CLM. I always had that for the longest. I think that's one of the first positions I bought when I started investing. I bought it because of the cost. I bought it because they don't lose the NAV. I mean, they have different things that keep it growing. And I mean, I got a small position in here. I might need to buy more. You see my average cost is 807 compared to the price, what is 797. This kind of went up and kind of went back down, but we're going to buy back in and get more into the Fidelity portfolio. This is why I say, you know, I need to cut down some of those stuff that I have. But guys, you know, I don't want to make the video long. I always say that, and we know we're at half an hour. You got to invest in your future. Do it for you. Do it for whoever you want to do it for. That's your business, okay? My job here, as I say, to give back, and this is how I give back. If you guys don't ask the right questions or ask for the right things, then you're never going to learn anything. But if you need help, you got to ask for what you need, right? If you need help, ask for what you need. And I have a lot of people who say, hey, Edward, I need your help. And then when I talk to them, they want me to chase after them. That's the part I don't get. You ask me for help, I get you on the phone with you. I spend 30 minutes, an hour sometimes 2 hours talking about everything. We don't really just talk about investments. We talk about what you're trying to do, what you need to get to, right? And this is for free. I don't charge people for this. This is for free. Maybe that's the reason, right? And then in return, these guys want me to chase after them to help them. I mean, it doesn't benefit me by helping you. The only benefit I get is making sure other people can do what I'm doing and get into the market and start investing. And guys, you don't have to invest in high yield stuff. You don't have to. You can invest in anything that makes you feel comfortable. Okay, guys, and back to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. And one more thing I forgot to talk about today, as I always do, it is our, let me bring this bad boy over. It is our Discord. Join the Discord, guys. Okay, join the Discord. As you can see, we don't have a lot of people in the Discord, but Discord is pretty small. It's growing. At one point, we have people join the Discord back to back to back, and then, of course, I think we got one of a few people that look like they drop out. But I don't post a lot of stuff in here. I put a lot of things in here, motivation stuff, what's going on. I mean, I put in dividend kings and dividend aristocrats, high yield dividend stuff. So I put information in here that I can put in the comments in the channel. And this Discord for people, you guys to get in and have a conversation, not just me talking about the channel, what the channel is doing, or what my portfolio is doing. This is about a general thing, and this stuff is showing all my asset stuff. I don't know what I can do about that. It's just public information. Program assets. If you can copy that, go ahead and do it if it benefits you. I don't know if it will or not, but back into the video, guys. So make sure to do what you need to do for yourself. I keep saying it over and over. Do what you need to do for yourself. Invest, invest, invest. You have to start, because if you don't start, you're gonna be the broke guy in the group. You don't want to be the broke person in the group. Okay? You do not want to be the broke person in the group. So guys, I love you. Stay blessed. I gotta go get my car started. I haven't driven in a couple months, and the guy's here to get the car started. So I'm about to go out there and do that right now. We're gonna do this again later. I love you guys. Peace.